There we go. I think we have audio now. I know you can't see me yet. You will in a moment. I promise. It's not. Wait a minute. Is it live? Okay, good. Wonder why. Why is that? It's being strange. Anyway, there we are. Here I am. Hi. Good evening, everyone. Sorry. I was a little late. Stuff's happened. Shit happens. What can I tell you? Oh, it's funny. I look a little less pale on the stream than I do on my in my stuff. Oh, I'm so pale. Oh my god. I am just glad I was in Florida for a week and I didn't burn. That would have been bad. But I didn't go anywhere near the beach or anywhere where I would have burned. That would have been just dumb and irresponsible of me. I mean, like, let's be realistic here. My days of tanning, I never was. Hi, everybody. Shit always happens to our pale-based celebrity. That's me. Oh, my God. So, hi, everybody. I'm doing my giant. So, yeah, we're here for another one of these. I have some news, but I'll wait a little bit before I get into that. Hopefully you can watch without waking the baby. That's all right. You know what? let me click on, see if this is working again. Okay, good. Yeah, that's working again. All right. Florida's awful. Florida was wonderful. Let me tell you. I woke up and sat looking out into the water every morning for a week. I sat looking out into the water, eating my breakfast, watching dolphins swim by, and what are those fucking pelicans and birds and all just flying around. It was nature and it was beautiful. And it was like I couldn't wrap my brain around it. I'm like it was so nice. Like every morning, well, actually every afternoon, because I wasn't getting up until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But because I was working the overnight shift, so I'm not a big fan of the beach, but I see its appeal. It happens. Sounds terrible. Oh, like I don't even like, and I'm talking like it wasn't a beach; it was a pier. So I would wake up and go out and look at the pier and sit there and have my breakfast and watch nature and shit. And it was amazing. I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have, really. I was watching the flying rats. Well, no, they weren't pigeons and they weren't seagulls. Because they're the real flying rats, are the fucking pigeons. What does Florida have that Pennsylvania doesn't have in depressing gray? Well, that was my thing. Like when I left Florida. Actually, let me. Yeah, I'll show you. Hold on. I'll get the pictures. You left Craig to be a single father and take his 3 daughters to the beach alone. Yeah, Craig had to take his 3 daughters to the beach alone. Was it just? See, I didn't. I was like, I'm not even going to attempt to go to the fucking beach. And by the time I woke up, I believe they were already like on their way. I knew the beach was going to be in Labrador. Well, Blabs wanted to go and like, oh shit, gotta turn my camera back on. Blabs wanted to go and like use the 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 metal detector or whatever on the beach. All right, let me see if I can find the pictures I'm looking for. No, don't turn my. I hate. I'm scrolling through this and it's just like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn the camera on. It's not what I asked for. All right, here we go. Those are my Halloween pictures. I think I'm running out of space on this phone. Oh my goodness. Hold please. Where's my? Ooh, I like the sound of that. Maybe I'll be able to afford dinner this week. Wait. Thank you for the donation, man. It was appreciated. It was great seeing you and Craig on the new season of the Real World favorite Charles Bronson film. I read that as one thing. I know it were a question at the end there, but on a new season of the Real World. You know, I was thinking it kind of was. You know, what happens when 12 people stop being polite and start being real? But the thing was, we were all really polite. Like, we all really got along. We all mostly cleaned up. I felt bad. Poor Dez had to, was doing a lot of the cleaning. But we still did a lot of the cleaning stuff. And but yeah, it was fun. I made some friends and had a incredibly memorable time. I hope I can do it again. I would love to do it again. I will be a lot more um, ready to do it again because man, I was struggling to do the overnights, but I did my best. Favorite Charles Bronson film? I mean, Death Wish is such a classic. But if I'm going to go with a Charles Bronson film that's not Death Wish, I would probably go with Kinjite, Forbidden Subjects. That one is really dark, but that one's a really good ass movie. So I'm trying. I want to show you. Where's my? Because I have to send them to myself. Yeah. What's the water? Do I have a? No, I don't have a picture of the water. Oh well. Okay, so I will share that. And then that. Okay. To send it to me. And then I'll bring them up. Okie dokie. So let me get those and open them up, and you can. I'll show you what I was talking about. Oh, and Hogtown Boy. Thank you for the thank you for the donation, man. It is also greatly appreciated. Thank you both, Lee and Hogtown Boy. It is very much appreciated. It is all right. Waiting for my pictures to come through. Come on. It's not. It's not working. There it is. There it is. Okay. All right. Put these on desktop and delete that. Alrighty. So I know you can't see this yet, but I promise you, you will in a moment. No. Yes, it's from trusted source. It's from me. Okay. All right. How do I open? Okay, so what was it 508? Yeah. Okay. So I was on the plane leaving Florida, and I look out the window, and I would have liked to have gotten a picture of the water, but I didn't. But I just got a picture of. So it's just lush and green, and everything's nice, and it's just it was nice. Everything was nice. And then 2.5 hours later, I'm flying into oh wait, let me 2.5 hours later, I'm flying into Philadelphia, and it's brown, and the trees are brown, and the ground is brown, and the water is brown, and everything is brown. I'm like, I want to go back to where it was warm and it was green. And as soon as I had my uh I had my jacket on with me because I knew that as soon as I got off the plane, it was going to be cold, and I was right. As soon as I got off the plane, I was like, "Arr!" It was freaking cold. Um, it was not fun, but I mean, I had a wonderful experience. I'm blown away by how much fun we had. Adam loved the Rolits. Thank you, man. Renamed them, but same thing. I know what you meant. No worries, Davian. Can't stop it for long. Going to bed. Take care, man. Yes, there's something on the wing of the plane. Flying into Philadelphia like a boss. It was actually really neat. I was flying on a little airplane. Like I haven't flown much. This is the first time I've flown in almost 20 years. Seriously. The last time I flew was my honeymoon. Um, so I was expecting, to get into a big airplane, and we get there, and it was a little airplane. Um, maybe like 100 people, if that. I don't know, but it was kind of cool, and it was comfortable. I was my seat was good. Although it's funny, um, on the way over to Florida, I was supposed to get the window seat, but the guy who was there, he had already taken the window seat, and he was an older gentleman, and I didn't feel like arguing with him. So I was just like, whatevs, you can have the fucking seat, old dude, it's all good. And then on the way back, I got the window seat again. But this time I got there early enough. I get, and there was, I was looking out the window and shit. And uh it was fine. It was funny. So I know some people would love to get the window seat on both ways, and I essentially did by accident, you know. So yes, I am close. I am like I live near Philadelphia. No Karens on the plane. Um was actually both both flights were completely uneventful. I got on the plane, dude next to me was like napping. So I took out my DS, my Switch, and I played Diablo 3 for 2 hours, and then I had some. The food cart went by and gave everybody. I couldn't have. They had pretzels. I couldn't have the pretzels, so I just took some water. I had some water, and then on the way back, same thing. Although on the way back, I had a bag. Oh my god, these things are amazing. I had a bag of. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can find these real quick because they're so freaking good that I'm gonna give them a free plug. Um, if they're on Amazon, they're at the local grocery store, but they were at the airport. Um, yes. Oh my god. All right. Let me do a copy pasta. Here we go. Oh my god. All right. These things. Let's see. Why are you not? Really? No, I don't want. Why can't I bring the? All right. Do I have to put it? All right. Do I have to do it this way? Oh, you know what? Do I have to close like all these fucking windows and then do that? Oh, maybe it's because doing an incognito. All right, it won't let me show you guys, and I'm not gonna. Oh, you know what? I'll just do a screen, full screen. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, you can see. All right, so, um, oh wow, they're Amazon's charging a lot for these things. They are not. All right, I was waiting to fly out to um. Oh, a pack of six. Okay, that's not too bad. I was waiting to fly out to Florida, and I was hungry because it was like really freaking early, and I hadn't eaten anything. And I had had a big thing of coffee, and I was like trying to figure out. I'm like, what am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? And there was like nothing there that I could eat at the airport. So I went through like one of their duty shops, and I saw these. They were pomegranate vanilla flavored cashews, and it was gluten free, certified gluten free, non GMO. Not a lot of sugar and all. Mostly flavored with apples and pomegranate. And so I was like, you know what? I'm starving. Let me get these. Holy shit, are they delicious? So I got one. The only thing that sucked was buying a bag of these at the airport was $13. But I was starving, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat this because I know when I get on the plane, there's not gonna be anything I can eat. So then on the flight home, I got a bag too, and the bag on the flight home was only $10. So I was like, wow, cheaper in Florida than it is in Philadelphia. Um, but oh my god, are these things delicious? Um, they're like little like apple bits with pomegranate, and it's like glaze on them, and Madagascar vanilla bean, and oh man, are they good? So I found them at my local. Oh, and they're kosher too. Found them at my local grocery store, and for like $6 a bag. So I'm definitely gonna have to pick up some more of these because I want to try their other ones. They had some. They had pecans. Um, tangerine vanilla cashew. I don't know. I think the pomegranate would probably be better, but pomegranate pistachios. Uh, let's see, honey almonds. Almonds. I'm kind of almonds are kind of fussy with me. So, but oh yeah, there you go. The maple pecans. And but yeah, they're that I fucking oof, man, are they good? So, but anyway, just wanted to give them a free plug because they're delicious. You plan on doing another? Oh, let me see. I might as well. Planning on doing another anthology movie video. You recommend Asylum and Scream Time, both British. Yeah, I'll probably do another anthology one at some point. Den's doing well. A lot of people like anthologies. Surprised the amount of people that are like, "Oh, I love anthologies." So, I know the. It's funny. I know what is VHS up to like 8 or something. Um, but it was good. Let me ask you this: would you film your experience? What experience? My experience in Florida? It was on film for 108 hours. The only time I wasn't on film was when I was sleeping. Smuggled in candy from the dolly store. Florida, dude, Florida. I look, man. I had no problem with Florida. Cabrea, how are you? Good to see you. Your mom went to Japan and she ate a meat that just melts in your mouth, but for a piece it costs like $200. What? Oh, what is that? Uh, what's the Wagyu? Probably Wagyu. Yeah, Wagyu is like really expensive, but Wagyu is apparently super duper delicious. But yeah, yeah. I had a friend of mine who just saw VHS Halloween, said it was really bad. So I was kind of bummed with that because I'd heard the past few had been like pretty good. So VHS Christmas, why not? You know, you're 72. You've been buying senior tickets since you were 40. 16-year-old never looks at the tickets. Yeah, what are you talking, like concert tickets and stuff? God, the last concert I went to was there well, I'll go over a quick thing. Um the last concert I went to was um why am I the computer turned on? Was King Diamond um in 2019. And me and my wife had such a good time that, we were talking about, oh, we're going to go to more concerts. This was so great. And then 2020 happened. And yeah, I was actually really upset um, in 2022, I think. I had gotten tickets to go see Dokken and Lynch Mob. And this was like the first and possibly more than likely the last time that they were going to be playing together because I George Lynch doing double duty, having to play guitar on Lynch Mob, playing guitar on Dokken. And I always want to see Dokken live. I love Dokken. They're one of my favorite bands. And Lynch Mob's really good. So I bought tickets and it got pushed back because of COVID. I think it was 2021. And then it got pushed back to like 2022. And then the venue was like, you need to provide vaccination proof in order to come and see, come in and see the concert. And I was like, in, it, we're still doing this 2022? You really? And um I didn't get vaccinated because in 2019 I had COVID. And I went to my doctor, and they were like, "Oh," they were like, "Oh yeah, you got the antibody." Long story short, I didn't know I had COVID back in 2019, but I had gotten it from a friend who was a flight attendant who traveled like all around the world. She caught it somewhere out there, came home to visit in November, uh, stopped by, said hi, gave me a hug, gave it to me. I thought I had the flu, so I like locked myself in the basement for a few days, felt like shit, but then, I had the flu before, whatevs. So, I'm like, I'm like, so I had it. I'm like, what do I need the vaccine for? I don't need it. He's like, yeah, you don't need it. So I'm like, okay. But then they're like, you need vaccination status. I'm like, well, fuck you. So I begrudgingly had to refund my tickets because I'm like, I can't go to your venue because of your bullshit policies. So that was really frustrating. So, and at this point now, here we are, 2025. I think that was a one and done concert. They're not going to be doing that again. So it sucks, but shit happens. Rockin' with Dockin'. Nothing screams metal like having to get a note to attend the concert. Well, I will give credit where it was due. That was not the fault of Dockin or Lynch Mob. That was the fault of the venue. Uh, fuck. Yeah, I was a very, very early one. She got it. I don't even know where. But she came in to visit and stayed at our place for a couple days. And then when she left, a couple days after she left, like I was fucking really sick. And so she like after I felt better, she emailed Mrs. T and was like, did you guys get sick last week? And she was like, yeah, Cecil did. And she's like, that was me. So, oopsies. So she's like, yeah, I went to visit my family and I gave them it too. And so, yeah. Um, but yeah, I was way early. So that was the thing. Like, it if she gave it to me, it was already making its way into the U.S. in like November. Um, I know they tried to say it didn't get here until like late until like I think February. It's like no, it was already here in November of 2019. So, but But when I was, yeah, no, she was patient zero because she gave it to everybody else. She gave it to me. She gave it to her family. You know, I guess Mrs. T had a better immune system because she didn't get it. She got it like years later when it was like nothing. So she had like the sniffles for like 5 minutes. She should pay for it. Well, no, I got 100% refund because I forget like the way that they basically worded it was, like when I bought the tickets, they didn't have this bullshit. And then they added the policy. So they were like, you can request a full refund. And so I was like, yeah, give me my fucking refund. And so they did. They refunded the whole thing, which sucked because I had really good seats and I wanted to see the concert. You know, the money, I paid the money. They had my money for over a year because the concert got delayed. But shit happens. What are you going to do? What is the worst monster snake film you've ever seen? The worst one was oh please. Off the top of my head, Anaconda 2. I think was that Hunt for the Blood Orchid? Anaconda Blood Orchid. Now, the thing was that may not necessarily be the fault of the movie. Wow, that was a long gap between them. I thought it was sooner. That's crazy. Anaconda 1 was 97 and Anaconda 2 was 2004. Now, what happened was I think with Anaconda, let me see something. Anaconda, was Anaconda? Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun. All right, hang on. No, not. Is Anaconda R or PG? It was PG-13. Okay, here's what happened. All right. Oh, right. That just jarred my memory. Anaconda 2 was another victim of Nipplegate. Right? Because Nipplegate was 2004. Yeah. Okay. So what happened was more bullshit. So the original Anaconda came out in 1997 and it was PG-13 and it was like there was a little bit of blood, but there was some like scary like grotesque moments in the film where people were getting, you know, eaten, swallowed whole, crushed by the giant anaconda and all that, and some like stuff that was really edgy, you know, was pushing PG-13 pretty far. Well, 2004 happens, and Janet Jackson's tit is on the Super Bowl halftime show for 0.001 seconds. And as such, everybody loses their damn mind. And so stuff gets harsher penalties. Consequently, movies that were coming out, they had to be edited and pushed even further to be not as bad. The big, you know, there's an internet guy who did a video about PG-13 that you may have seen, where the Alien versus Predator got they were forced to make it PG-13. They had to cut out like 90% of the violence. But Anaconda's The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. That was going to be another PG-13 movie on par with the first movie. And because of Nipplegate, because Janet Jackson has a nipple, this movie got severely censored. And every single kill in the film was off screen because most likely they couldn't show them because they you know, it got them an R. So I think that's one where let me see, who directed this? Dwight H. Little. 69. Okay, he's not that old. I mean, he's old, but not like that old. Oh, he did Rapid Fire. I might be able to get a hold of him because I think that that's another case of a story that should be told about how um, the story got severely censored because of Nipplegate to get a little bit more of the story. Did that even get a Blu-ray release? We shall see. War Wicked. Haven't been here a while. Radic work schedule. How was your Halloween? It's all good, man. Halloween was good. Um, what happened was normally for the past few years, um, I would take my son out trick or treating, and my wife would stay home and would hand out candy. And this year, I mean, I seriously had gone the past like 5 years. And so this year, I was like, you know what? I don't know how many of these Halloweens we have left, where where he's gonna want to go with us. I was like, why don't you take him out this year? And she was like, okay. So she took him. She dressed up, and the two of them went around and went trick or treating. And I stayed home and gave out candy. Well, last year we didn't have a lot of kids that came for Halloween, so we only got one box of candy to give away this year. Well, we had a shit ton of kids come by this year, and we ran out of candy or should I say we. I ran out of candy in like 20 minutes. So I was like, "Oh." Um so I turned the light off and was like, "Well, I guess that's it for tonight." And then Mrs. T called me and was like, "Hey, how's it going at the house?" And I'm like, "I'm out of candy." And she's like, "Oh, great. Why don't you come out and meet us?" I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah." So I met up with them a couple blocks over, and we went trick or treating for like another hour. And it's just really fun. Like I'm obviously too old to go trick or treating, but taking him out and seeing my son, the joy that he gets of just getting piles of candy. It made him really happy, and it was just really nice. And I mean, he's in double digits now, so I don't know how like you know this this might be the last year. Next year might be the last year. Where after that, when he's a teenager, he's gonna go out with his friends and shit. So, you know, it is what it is. But we had a good time. It was really nice. I don't think it qualifies as a monster movie, but guilty pleasure is from 1973. Yeah, I wouldn't say monster snake movie, but definitely snake movie. No one is too old for free candy. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna go like there are like if you follow me on Twitter, there were 5 kids that came up, probably 16, 17 years old. No costumes. They were all dressed in their high school gym uniforms. And they came up and I'm like, "Really, guys? I'm like, you're not even going to try?" And they were just like, "Eh, we want candy." So I was like, "Fine." And you know what? And they said, "Thank you." So I was like, "Okay, you can have your candy, but don't come next year. Next year. You're going to college or wherever you're going. You're getting a fucking job." If you're like, because seriously, they were huge. They were taller than me. Double digits. That's too old. He's 11. 11 is not too old to go trick or treating. Like 17 is too old to go trick or treating. Thank you, Cabrea. We are making wonderful memories with our son. It was really nice. It rained on Halloween this year in Michigan. I'm going to be in Michigan in 2 weeks? No, a week and a half. Holy fuck. A week and a half, I'm going to be in Michigan. Don't rain while I'm there. Or at least wait until I'm inside. Then you can rain all you want. Cold. We got so much candy. We got I didn't weigh it, but I think we got like 5 pounds of candy. Last year going out to get candy was when you're 18, same month as your birthday. There you go. You know, I mean, if you're willing to put on a costume and you don't have like full facial hair, then okay, you can, go out for candy. 11 is too old for trick or treating. Get the fuck out of here. No. I was trick or treating until I was like 16. I mean, you get those couple years, you get the years with your family, and then you go start going with your friends. Whatever. What's my favorite Star Wars ripoff? What's that one? Battle Beyond the Stars. Probably Battle Beyond the Stars. You can't beat that. Get for everyone around Grand Rapids to be taller than me. It's deep in the lands of the Dutch. Oh boy. Well, I mean, I was at when I was at Florida, Craig's like fucking a foot taller than me, and Ray, who is new guy, he's even taller than Craig. Fucking giants out there. Good God. Your first Halloween was when your baby was raining and we didn't go trick or treating. My first Halloween with my son, I think he was 2, and it was fun. He dressed up like Batman, and it wasn't a costume; it was just Batman pajamas, and it was funny. We just went around and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" And it's a shirt that said "I'm Batman." But everybody loved it because he was a little kid and he was cute, and they were giving him handfuls of candy. And then the next year, he went as a bat, and it was really cute. And then one year he went. I'm trying to think. Batman, a bat, Green Lantern. I think he went as Batman again. He went as Sam from Trick or Treat, which was his decision. He hasn't seen the movie yet, but he liked the costume. He went as a scientist, not a mad scientist. He went as a scientist. And we went to this one house, and we go up, and the guy's like, "What's your costume?" And he's like, "I'm a scientist." And he's like, "A mad scientist?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "I'm a scientist." And the dude was like, "Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'm a scientist. Have more." And he gave him like 3 handfuls of candy. He's like, "That's so cool. You're being a scientist." And I'm like, "Thank you." And he, "Thank you." That was funny. Yeah. Turkish Star Wars is fun. Love Turkish Star Wars. You know what? Uh, I don't like Grizzly. What was the story of Grizzly? Grizzly was Grizzly either the book was written before Jaws was a movie, or what the fuck? What was the deal with Grizzly? So really, I know Grizzly has a lot of the same like beats, but I still don't consider Grizzly a Jaws exploitation film. I have to look it up. Let's see. I mean, it was made more to capitalize on the animal's attack um, thing. Yeah, where's the Grizzly novel? I'm not gonna spend the whole time. I talked about it in my video. Really, it's more animals attack than Jaws exploitation. Jaws the novel was terrible. It was horrible. I never read the novel, but um, I'm a really slow reader. So, did I dad tax the candy? No, because I can't have any of it. Um, like it all has either maltodextrin or soy lecithin, and I am deathly allergic to maltodextrin, which is basically poison. Well, I mean, it's maltodextrin is uh what the fuck? I totally just blanked out on what it is. It's pesticide. Maltodextrin is pesticide, and I'm not kidding. They put it in everything. They discovered a while ago that maltodextrin is a flavor enhancer. So it makes stuff taste better and makes food addicting, which is why everybody's fat. So they started putting maltodextrin in everything, candy, bread. They're like every little nonsense thing you look at, drinks, like everything has maltodextrin in it. So um, I highly recommend avoiding it at all costs. But a lot of candy has maltodextrin in it, so we kind of set that aside. We didn't need any of that. But then some of it also has soy lecithin in it, and I can't do soy lecithin. So soy lecithin is less bad, but but still I can't. So I just resign myself to I'll make my own candy. I've got there's these chocolates that we get at the store that are like just basically cacao and a little bit of sugar and shit and cocoa butter and melt some of those, make some put some PB fit in there, make my own Reese cups. Um, what's my least favorite Hellraiser film? The one before the last one. The one with Fat Pinhead. Because I haven't seen the new one, so I don't know how that is. Like where it. Oh God, that was 2022. Jesus. Um, I don't know where's the series. Hellraiser franchise. Yeah. Two is the best. That was Tony Randall's one. It was so good. Three got better over time. That was Anthony Hickox. Bloodline. Read the graphic novel to see what the movie was supposed to be. And then there was all the Inferno, directed by Scott Derrickson, Hellseeker, Deader, Hellworld, Revelations, Judgment, and then Hellraiser the reboot with David Bruckner directing. I haven't seen that one, so I don't know if it's good or bad. But Judgment was the one that was 2018. That one was the one they made because the last Hellraiser movie they made was 2011, and Miramax was going or was it Dimension? Yeah, Dimension. Excuse me. Dimension was going to lose the rights if they didn't make a Hellraiser film. So they pooped out Hellraiser Judgment for $350,000 and shot it. I heard rumors that it was shot over a 3-day weekend. But that I don't know for sure. So that one was really like I saw it once, and like I was annoyed because it wasn't Pinhead. You know, we didn't get uh we didn't get Doug Bradley, and I wouldn't mind going back and watching it again, seeing if it was any good. But I want to, you know what? I would be interested in going and watching the new one, and then maybe doing like Hellraiser ranking video or something. We agree on number two. I have a friend of a friend, or I'm sorry, Tony Randall is a friend of a friend. So I let him know that I was like, dude, you did a fucking great thing with Hellraiser 2. Hellraiser 2 is so good. Like it had a lot to live up to. Especially it was a year later and it was really fucking good. Have I seen the 2019 movie After Midnight? No. After Midnight. We gonna know. Oh, let's see. After Midnight 2019. Oh, I saw the cover for this when I was looking up footage when I was looking up stuff for my After Midnight. Is this an is this an anthology or is this a no? It's not. Okay, good. Oh God, Justin Benson's in this. Did they have anything to do with the? No, they just were in it. Huh. I'll check it out. Have you ever seen the Feral Historian YouTube channel? He deep dives into sci-fi movies, TVs, and novels, and talks about how they represent historical themes. No, Feral. Let's see. Feral Historian. Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to be. Oh. Hmm. Let me see something. Social Blade. Feral Historian. There we go. Oh, looks like he's taken off lately. He kind of blew it well, did he? Yeah, looks like he hit a nice spike in 2024. And then so no, I haven't heard of him. I will I'll give him a look. Looks like he had something did well lately. Rank them. Maybe next year I'll put together a Hellraiser ranking. If I mean if you guys are interested in that. Oh, that's right. They're doing a Hellraiser video game. I forgot about that. I don't know how that's going to be. Oh, you know, sorry, I have to look up one more thing. Hmm. is that? No, that's not it. Hold on. Trying to look up. Okay, it is. Yes. Sometimes. There we go. Good grief. Here. Hmm. Okay, I was just looking to see how a friend of mine was doing. Wolf! Oh, well, there you go. Been subscribed forever. Thank you, man. Thank you for making it. Glad you could. I appreciate it. So I guess now is probably a good time to let you guys know the future of me streaming stuff. The last Google image of me is really cached. Is that the one that's not me at all? Like, no. All right, where? What the? Oh, there's a lot of pictures of. Oh my god. Poor Michelle Trachtenberg. Yeah, the one that's on the IMDb, I don't know who that guy is, and not me. That was never me. The guy's much more handsome than me. So anyway, no downbeat things. It's just here's the thing. It like, oh, will you be here next Tuesday night your time? Maybe, and I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, so um, as a lot of you know, I was in Florida. Hold on. Am I gonna fight Doug? Why would I fight Doug? I have no problem with Doug. Doug has always been very kind to me in the few interactions we've had. He even like promoted my exploring videos on his Facebook page. Um, I have zero issues with Doug. I honestly look forward to being able to go over and say hi to him and shake his hand, or give him a you know, give him a fist bump if he doesn't do handshakes. Um, he's an internet OG guy who has managed to thread the needle and stay relevant for a long ass time, longer than I think a lot of people were expecting. So yeah. So anyway, back of them, back to the thing on hand. I have no issues with Doug. I look forward to saying hi to him. I'm gonna go and say hi to him and Brad and any of the other I don't really know the rest of the channel awesome people except for Rob, Doug's brother. But they're all, I'm sure they're all lovely people. I have no issue with any of them. So anyway, so here's the thing. For a long time, I stream. Now this, let me just lay this out. This is in regards to streaming. This has nothing to do with my other YouTube channel. My other YouTube channel, videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. There, that is not changing. That is my bread and butter. That is my job. That is what I do. However, I also was streaming on Twitch for a long time. And I wanted to try to make this channel to start streaming on YouTube to see how it went. And this was kind of me dipping my toe in the waters of YouTube streaming and whatnot. So, a couple weeks ago, I was in Florida, and I stopped at the headquarters of Rumble, and I met with some of the people that work there, and they are a streaming platform that really seems to have their shit together. Um, Now, this is not a political thing. This is not me because I always say my major thing that I do is I never ever bring my politics into my videos. Everything is and I might goof on certain things, but in general I try to stay as politically neutral as possible. So um anyway, I don't know if you had heard, but Twitch recently laid off 500 people. Um, and on top of that, um, the thing that happened at TwitchCon, where um, the one girl whose name I don't know. I don't know who she is. I never heard of her before, but that's not it's just that's not my world. So there was one really super big streamer who guy came over, tried to kiss her, like really, basically, committed sexual assault. Um Her security guard pushed him off, and a bunch of like Twitch's security people laughed about it, and the guy went back into uh, TwitchCon, and they didn't do anything until the whole thing blew up on social media, and they were forced to do something. And the first thing they did was ban him from Twitch. They didn't get the police involved. So my whole thing is, wow. Um, if they don't give a shit about somebody who makes them a large amount of money, like she is a huge streamer, they absolutely don't give a shit about me. And I understand that. That's fine. I am an old dude that talks about movies and wants to play bad video games and shit. So, but the combination of that and Twitch laying off 500 people, and the simple fact that, like, Twitch as a site always seems to be getting worse. Like, when years ago, they used to allow watch parties. Watch parties were awesome. I was talking with one of my Discord guys, and we watched over 300 movies on watch parties. We had so much fun. And they had just decided, and I kept hoping that I had stopped for a while because um they were getting, like, worse. Like, for example, if your stream crashed for any reason, um then you had to start the movie all over again. So the one time we were a half hour in the movie crashed. We had to start the whole fucking movie over again. So I was just like, but anyway, but they got rid of watch parties, and it continued to go downhill. So I was looking at this from a perspective of I did 2 days on Twitch and I was doing 1 day on here. And realistically, I'm not going to get any growth doing that. It's just because you got people that are streaming like 7 days a week and shit. Now, I'm not going to do that either. But um, it's just that Twitch seems to be. I don't want to say that Twitch is like I've seen people saying Twitch has like 2 years left. Twitch is going to be sold and all that. I don't know if that's going to happen. What I do know is that they're making a lot of really bad mistakes, and they don't give a shit about big streamers. They don't give a shit about little streamers. The shit with Hassan and his dog, like they didn't even touch on that. So so stuff like that too, where it's just like, you know what? I think I'm done there. But I think in order to actually make something, I need to go. I'm not 60. What? Who says I'm 60? I'm not 60. Holy fuck, where'd that come from? Um, Jesus. I said I'm old. I didn't say I was like ancient. Jesus. Um, it's all essentially data harvesting. Yeah, and like in VTubers, and I don't have a problem with VTubers, whatever. That's their shtick. Um, so uh so I was talking to the people at Rumble, and they are uh, uh, I believe 180 people work there, and they're making a profit, and they are growing, like they're on the uptick, whereas Twitch is like imploding upon itself. And YouTube, I love YouTube. I love, what I do, but YouTube has been making some really boneheaded decisions lately. And it is I I've looked at other, like, God, I used to, I started on Blip, and I moved to YouTube when I saw that Blip was dying. And so I'm looking at it from that perspective. I'm taking, I see that Twitch is going in a bad direction, and they're doing really stupid shit. And Amazon could offload them, and then, then they will just be, shit out of luck. So I I've seen a lot of streaming companies come and go, and meeting with them and seeing, their headquarters, and really talking to them and seeing that they like really seem to know what they're doing. Like they've got a good plan, they've got a good service, and uh they don't rake you over the coals like Twitch does. Like Twitch takes a huge cut, and even YouTube takes a big chunk. Um, so I just was like, you know what? The main YouTube channel, yes, still stays, continues to stay. Been doing that for 50, had to like been doing that for 15 years. Love it. That is never going away. But the streaming side of things, I feel like I need to move. So um so you will see me on YouTube on my main channel, but as far as streaming Twitch and YouTube, I'm going to be moving it over to Rumble. And I understand it's always hard. Some people may have a problem with that. I understand. Just know that the person that you have become a fan of, or the person who is talking to you right now, I am the same guy here. I am the same guy on Twitch, and I am going to be the same guy over on you on Rumble. And I know it is difficult to get somebody to sign up for another website. There's I forget what the thing is called, but it's the rule of the role of clicking or something like it is exponentially harder every time. I understand people are signed up for a lot of things. So I get that not all of you are going to come over there with me. I understand that, and I don't hold a grudge. I don't, I get it. I understand. It is not for everybody. Some people don't like the political aspects over there. I understand. I am looking at this from a purely business perspective. At the end of the day, I need to make money. And I am not making money streaming on Twitch or YouTube. But there does look like there is potential to build something over there. So, um, so it's very possible that now I'm not starting until because I have to go to to Grand Rapids Comic Con. But when I get back from Grand Rapids Comic Con, I am going to do an all day stream on Rumble, and I will shout it from the heavens once I hope to see as many of you over there. And I plan on doing. I'm probably going to do like a tentatively um, Saturday the 22nd or Sunday the 23rd. It depends on where I'm at. I'll probably make the decision while I'm in Grand Rapids when I come back. But yeah, and I will say what I mean. I'm basically I'm going to be Good Bad Flicks over on Rumble. So, but I am going to stick with the schedule. It's probably 24. No, not that long. I mean, I'm going to play Bionic Commando, one of my all-time favorite games, and I can beat that in like 6 hours. But I will probably, if I'm chit-chatting and everything, it'll probably take like 8 to 10 hours or whatever. If enough people go to YouTube, then maybe YouTube will actually have a word with the competitor. That's kind of the hope too. Because that's one of the reasons why YouTube it just has gotten so crappy over the years. It's because they have no competition, and the things that they add are stuff that does not is not for me. Like they're like sell jewelry to your audience, and I'm like, I'm a movie channel. I talk about movies and television and entertainment. I'm not a vlogger that wears jewelry and sells it to my audience. Like they're like they improved YouTube shopping, and I'm like, that does nothing for me. It always seems like they love vloggers, and I'm indifferent on vloggers. I like vloggers that do things that are interesting, but I hate vloggers that just exist. Like they drive me up the wall. But Wolf, thank you. The platform does not make the user. Exactly. Like that's where it is. There's like I don't agree. Like there are how many bazillion peoples that have stuff on Twitch? I don't agree with all of them. More than likely, I don't agree with most of them. But it's just funny how certain things will get. I think it's really it is a stigma as a way to eschew competition because you have a website like Twitch or YouTube or what have you, and they'll be like, "Oh, don't go to that website. They've got the wrong people there." And there are some people that won't go there because of that. And I think that is a way of them making it unappealing and making it like, oh, well, I don't want to go over there and be associated with those and it's like, so they said that about God, I forget that there's been a couple of sites that have pooped the bed over the years. But basically all of the I've seen a lot of sites come and go. Odyssey is on like fucking life support at this point. Nebula I think is doing okay but not great. And really it just seems like they are the one channel that is there room for, or the one site, is there room for improvement? Yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement. But go back in the Wayback Machine and look up how YouTube was in 2014 or 2010. Whenever 2011, whenever YouTube started. Had to have been earlier than that. Go back in the Wayback Machine and look at old YouTube. YouTube used to be a cluster. Wasn't good. So, when's your gold necklace coming? I'll give you a pearl necklace. I need a banap. So no hot tub stream. No hot tub stream. So, I will I will make an announcement in a lot of places. I will make an announcement on my main channel. I'll make an announcement here. I'll make an announcement on social media. I'll make an announcement on Facebook. I'll make an announcement everywhere. I'll be like, hey, all of you, if you would like to see more of this old person playing video games poorly, talking about movies that you saw 30 years ago, making dick and fart jokes, occasionally singing. If you saw me on the Fundathon, I was belting out some fucking tunes. I'm a little rusty, but still got it. You will find me over there. You will find me, but I can be found lots of places. You'll be able to find me on my main YouTube channel. You'll be able to find me on my Discord channel. You'll be able to find me on my Patreon. You'll be able to find me on Twitter and Facebook. So I am not going away. I'm not going anywhere. I am just refining the streaming aspect of things and moving the YouTube stream and the Twitch stream over to Rumble and seeing how I do. I will I will keep my fingers crossed, and I hope you guys come with me and enjoy. If you enjoy this nonsense, it'll be over there. I'm going to try to actually put a little bit more effort into it because I'm going to be doing it more often. And the other thing too that's really cool, oh wow, it's 2005. Okay, I thought, wow. All right. So go back in the Internet Wayback Machine, look at YouTube in 2005. It stunk. So one of the things that's really cool, and I have to make sure with them right, but I will be able to stream games that are banned on Twitch. And I'm talking stuff like Manhunt 2, games that I really like. Like, I'm not talking about porn games. I don't think you can do them there anyway. But I'm going to be doing, I could do Manhunt. I can do, or I'm sorry, Manhunt 2. I can do, what's that one? The isometric, I hate grocery stores. I can do that one if I want to. I might play that for the Hatred. I might be able to do Hatred over there. But the big one that I really want to do, I really want to stream Manhunt 2. Because Manhunt 2 is really underappreciated. I can do the unrated version of The Punisher over there. The unrated version of The Punisher game is really awesome. So there's a lot of games and stuff that I will be able to do over there that I won't be able to do over here. So I'm thinking I might do something along the lines of like like maybe one night I kind of do like a talking about. Maybe one night I'll do like a chat where we'll talk about movies, maybe watch movie trailers and stuff, and then I'll do 2 nights of gaming. It's going to evolve. We shall see. So, Gabrea, that's thank you so much. You have always been so kind. I greatly appreciate it, and all of you that have said stuff that have been great that I missed. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And Frowned, I do have the uncensored Manhunt too. Years ago, there was a website that legally had it, and I was able to purchase it digitally. And so I have it. I have the like it's not a ROM, it's not that I have a problem with ROMs, but it is not a ROM, it is a legally purchased version of the game completely 100% uncensored. So, perhaps a Chasey Lane retrospective. Dear Chasey Lane, I've come to complain. Or no, I wrote to. I'm your biggest fan. No, I'm not retiring. I will do this until I no longer can do this. I love doing this. Love being able to talk about movies, being able to uh to just bring so much entertainment to people. So yeah, I it's not going anywhere. This is just another aspect that I'm trying something a little bit different. And we shall see. Well, Bully, God, I can play Bully. Bully's good. Well, I know was it Jack Thompson was trying to get, Bully was like, "Oh, it's a school shooter simulator." It's like, "No, it's fucking not." Postal, I think you can do Postal on Twitch. I'm not sure. I think Postal 4, I think you can't. Did you hear about the whole YouTube verification thing? I don't know why YouTube thought it was a good idea. Um, a little bit about it. I don't know enough to really have a thing on it. Yeah, Manhunt 2 on the Wii was crazy because you had the Wiimote and you would be like, all right, well, now I have to beat this guy to death. Bah, 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 with the Wiimote. That was a little bit wrong. So, more Asian dating sims. Maybe who knows? Maybe that's where the audience is. Over there, everyone wants, Asian dating sims. Plumbers don't wear ties. Ooh, I'll do the uncensored version of Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. It's 5 seconds of nipple and butt. You see way more man ass I mean, well, uh for the ladies, I guess, if you want to see plumber on a bike's ass. Will you do the watch programs and music things with Mrs. T? Yeah, that'll probably happen. Although she likes her anonymity, so when I do those nights, she won't be on camera. Um, she's a teacher and she doesn't, she doesn't need the like any of the grief that might come with that. So can't wait to see me in a t-shirt and diaper. Well, right now I'm in t-shirt and pajama pants. Thank you for explaining. You're welcome, Bleach. You guys are, we're all adults here. We're all like smart. I think you're smart because you like me. Therefore, obviously you're smart. And I'm just telling you, like, I'm not pussyfooting around. I'm just telling you the honest truth. And that's one of the big things with me is that I have always, a long time ago, I'm going to say something I've said a million times, but I'm going to say it again. A person a lot smarter than me said you can only sell your integrity once. And so I've abided by that. I've always been honest, and I'm not playing a character. I'm being me. So the guy you hear talking about movies is the guy you see on social media, is the guy you see playing video games, is the guy you see right here. I'm not a character. I am not, putting on errors. I am not being something that I am not in order to get an audience. I am just being myself. And I'm glad that you appreciate the fact that I can be myself, you know? So, God of War, when you had to click the L3 and R3 to jam your thumbs into Helios-sized felt visceral. Yeah, I saw that on where you had to like that's I don't know, it's funny how if you're playing like Mortal Kombat or something and you're doing, the fatality and it's like, oh, but when you're actually doing the act, it does change it and makes it uncomfortable. So, thanks, Irmo. Appreciate it. We loved the music trivia. I know a lot of people don't like the music trivia, but man, is that fun. And she's determined to beat me again. And I understand it's rough. I know movies, I know television, I know video games. My other thing was I know music. I know especially music from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then upwards to now, kinda. Although the past few years, like if we did a music trivia from the past 10 years or so, I'd be like, Billie Eilish. But earlier than that, I would probably be good. Um, I know I'm supposed to do uh, I'm supposed to do a what do you call it? A name that tune over on Plus at some point. But I'm gonna be like, please don't do like all new music, or I am gonna fail miserably. So you clearly attract people of reasonable character. Yourself excluded. I like to think I attract true movie lovers, people that they are not embarrassed by the movies that they enjoy. They like a wide variety. You guys like a wide variety of films. You don't like everything that I talk about, but you understand that hey, he just because he likes that doesn't mean that I have to like that, and vice versa. Like you guys are intelligent, you are fun to talk to, and you have been wonderful supporters of me for the many, many years that I've been doing this. And I enjoy the fact that I can, keep doing this. It's funny initially when I was so tired. I was like, oh, I'm like, just get on stream, do it. And now I'm really glad. Like once it gets going, then it's like, yeah, I can do this. Yeah, Eternal Darkness on the GameCube. Oh, I gotta play that again. Um, because God, I need water. Um, Eternal Darkness was crazy ahead of its time. Such a neat. I want if I could. I wonder if I'd be able to play that with an emulator with the Dolphin. I played Escape from Bug Island. The only thing that sucked with that was, oh my god, the Wiimote. I had to really tweak it because there's a part where you have to walk across this log, and you have to like hold the Wiimote. And so I had the Wiimote, plugged in the USB, and I'm like, you have to keep it steady, and you have to kind of, and oh my god, was it finicky? Like I'd move it like this, and it basically would register like I was moving it like, and I kept falling off the log, and that was a fun game. You spent 2 days throwing away gimmick peripherals from Codemaster's warehouse. Oh man, 90 Salt Rock, let's go! I'll put my fucking hat on backwards, get my Fred Durst on. Honesty is the best policy. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You were a scholarship student in school. Your last year was in the top 5 in the world. Your favorite movie is Death Machine, and you will die on that fucking hill. Fuck yeah, Grundle. That's where with the joint made out of joints. Get on my level. A good reviewer makes the reviews fun to watch, even if the movie you could never watch. There are a lot of movies where people are like, thank you for doing the video. I will never watch this movie. I'm like, all that matters to me is that you watch my video. If I entice you into watching the movie, that's awesome. That's gravy. But, I want you to watch my video. Since everyone here is old as shit, did anyone play System Shock on a release? I did not, because I didn't have a PC that could handle it at the time. I didn't really have. I didn't get a good computer until like the mid 2000s, which I know is crazy. I actually had a guy who his wife was a cam girl back in the day, and he had gotten a new computer for her to cam from. And so he gave me her old computer. And so that was like my old my first like decent PC. And then, I upgraded. When was, let me see something. Anarchy. When was Shadowlands? Because that was a big thing. 2000. Oh, wow. Okay, so it was early 2000s. Yeah, I think yeah, that's what it was. I know this sounds crazy. 2000. Guy's wife was a cam girl, so he gave me his old computer. And then in 2002, I believe that was when I bought like my own like decent computer. And then 2003, there was Shadowlands, Anarchy Online. That was my first MMO, and that was just like, that was a bad idea. Shadowlands was, oh my god, was it so cool. I have such good memories of playing that game. But anyway, but that was also like I was going on G4, and yeah, good times, good times. Camgirl PCs are quality. I got a good thing. My computer was so weak you couldn't play Spy Fox on it. No, the computer that I had. Well, when was System Shock? Oh god, 1994. Yeah. I had my computer at the time. It couldn't play first person shooters well, but I did play Syndicate. When Syndicate was what, 88? When was Syndicate? Or not? Oh wow, 93. Okay, I thought Syndicate was earlier than that. Yeah, my computer could handle Syndicate, and I played the fuck out of Syndicate. Syndicate was awesome. But I didn't. I couldn't. I did play. I managed to get Doom running. At like a really low resolution and shit. back, you know, mid 90s or whatever. But then I ended up playing it more on the 32X. So I really like fell in love with Doom on the 32X, not on the PC. Feel like you're close to your age, 76, but not play desk. No. Okay, El Scorcho, I will let you know I am a few decades below the 70s. So no 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 hate? No, not hate. No begrudging you for being in your 70s. You know, more power to you. But I am not up there yet. So I am much younger than that. Oh, I didn't mess around with Secret World Classic because I've been so fucking busy this week. Uh, so no, I Scamdar. I want to. I'm probably. I was supposed to do a thing tomorrow that got moved to Tuesday. So I have a feeling if I have some time, if I have a little bit of free time, I might download it and then like if I have some free time, then boot in because if I do, then if I can get it working, then I'm totally gonna play it for a little while on Sunday just to see where they're at. Me, Brandon Tenold, and Stone Gremlin. Cinema Snob are your favorite reviewers. Got you into 80s movies. Thank you, Rockman. Yeah, Brandon, who I met in person, is a genuinely good dude. And Brad, Stone Gremlin, Cinema Snob, I have known him for like 10 years, and I'm going to meet him for the first time in a week and a half. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing him. Both of them very good dudes. What's the worst adaptation of Arthur Conan Doyle's Lost World? Honestly, the only one that I know of is the TV show with Jennifer Odell. And excuse me, sorry. Um, and I like that one because Jennifer Odell is hot, and the other chick was it Musetta Vander? Was in that? Um, let's see. Oh God, she was so hot. Rachel Blakely. That's it. Yeah, Jennifer Odell and Rachel Blakely, who kind of has a had a little Musetta Vander going on. Hmm. Very pretty lady. Very much my cup of tea. First time you do a drive by with a flamer is the best game experience ever. I'm probably still using an E-machine. Oh my god, I remember those things. No. Both of my computers now, I will have you know, were built. I have a good friend of mine who is much smarter than I am. Also much younger than I am. She built both my computers. She is an angel, and I appreciate her more than I think I will ever be able to fully express to her. Shout out to Brandon. Brandon's a good dude. He does great work. He's funny as fuck. I hope he can make it out to the Sci-Fi Horror Fest again, because man, do we have fun. Windows 8 for life. I used to put hours into playing Stop with when you were kids. You sold Windows 8 apart from Windows Millennium, never a worst OS. Yeah, Windows 8. The only thing I have an old torrent machine that I have 8 on, and really that's all I use it for. Um and I don't like there's a torrent site that I am you have to be like it's a members only thing. So I go on there but I, download shit from there. But aside from that, I don't use it for anything else. It's a torrent box. Custom built computers are the best. They certainly are. They're a lot cheaper than what you'll get from like Alienware and shit. And if you know what you're doing, then you can get somebody to do a good job. She did an amazing job. Um, did you pick up the Vinegar Syndrome Sato set? It's your introduction to Japanese Pinku cinema, and it's pretty good. Right now, uh, my motherfucking ass is broke, so I don't have the money to buy any of the wonderful new things from Vinegar Syndrome. This is probably going to be the first Black Friday um, sale that I'm not going to be able to get anything from them, which sucks because there's a few things that I'd like to get, but realistically, you know, shit happens. It's been a rough couple years. Um, I'm still paying off last year's taxes for fuck's sake. Ugh. So what are you gonna do? I'm using a torrent machine. I'm shocked. Well, no, I am only torrenting um public domain films. When you get a rumble, I'll miss you because you don't have it. Well, Josh, here's the thing. I'm just gonna throw this out there. You don't need an account over there. So you only need an account if you want to like comment or you want to support if you want to like subscribe and shit. So if you want to just come over and see what I'm doing over there, you can. Um, there's no restriction on that. So as far as I know, like I mean that's pretty much everything, isn't it? So if you do want to come over and see what is going on over there and see what I'm doing, please feel free. But otherwise, I understand. It's all good. You know, I I I get it. You know, I need to get a custom made computer someday. Well, befriend a really smart computer person, and they might build one for you. I made enough to get taxed. Yeah, the threshold isn't that high, and they always want their pound of flesh. So, motherfuckers, like really, bitches. But it's a thing. Oh, that's success. Well, I mean, I guess. I guess. I mean, I'm not saying that I am not successful. I'm just saying that it's been a rough few years. I am not. I'm not making Logan Paul money. The Pittsburgh Vinegar Syndrome store is now open. It's fantastic. I might make a road trip out there one day. So glad you're doing online college. Instead, you actually have a good roof over your head and some actual good food to eat. I remember my college days. Um, we had a we, but I mean, shit was a little bit different back then. A long time ago. We had good food. We had, oh man, the food court we had fucking great, man. Oh, I used to, I you could. Oh, what do we got here? Where'd my social blade go? I had, man, did I eat good back then. Lee, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. No shame in doing what you have to do to secure the bag. I had 6 different jobs at one point. Yay, gig life. Have you recommended any movies to Craig and Blabs? I have, and they don't listen to me. I've recommended Krull to them, and they've forgotten both times I recommended it. Um, uh, we are doing on Plus next week. Me, Dez, and Eric are watching a movie. I don't know if they want me to announce it yet because they haven't officially announced the day, but we're going to be doing that. But I've recommended a few movies to them. Craig got mad at me for defending Hudson Hawk. Um, they uh they like normie stuff, and I'm not normie. I do like some normie stuff. I'm not gonna say that I don't. But I always try to recommend like oddball stuff, and we are going to do a crawl watch party at some point. So thank you for the support, Lee. It is super appreciated. Um, you love George Romero zombie movies. Which is your favorite of the three? I got to go with Dawn. Dawn of the Dead's incredible. Dawn of the Dead has always resonated with me. Um, it is unbelievably good. I like all three of them, but I would probably go Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, and then Day of the Dead, which I know is kind of the common thing. But although, I mean, if you want to go four, I would probably go Land as three, and then Day as four. And again, Day is not a bad movie. It's just that the other movies are so good that they all rank. So I'm big fan of all of them. I even like Survival. Was Survival? I think. Let me see something. Night, because there was the one that was really bad. Night of the Living. Yeah, here we go. Where's the? Okay, and here's. They're coming to get you, Barbara. All right, here we go. Night of the Living Dead film series. All right, so Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead. Okay, I'm sorry, I mixed it up. Diary of the Dead was actually pretty good. Survival of the Dead, very bad. And Road of the Dead got canceled, and Twilight of the Dead got canceled. And it was such a shame because both of them, if they had budgets on par with Land of the Dead, those would have been great. Those were really good. I remember them talking about that. That would have been really good. I know Land over Day. I like what I like. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Yeah. Diary of the Dead was definitely the weakest, but not as weak as like Survival was almost unwatchable and really really sad. I don't know what they were thinking. And the remake of Dawn of the Dead, Fabian, yes, the remake of Dawn of the Dead was good. I did really enjoy that. Yeah, Diary of the Dead, seriously, if you can handle it being a found footage film, um and it has Romero's like uh Romero's satire in there, it's good. It's worth seeing. But Survival, no mas. It's okay to like a movie. We hate movies. What happens if you don't put gas in car? You get the MCU bleach. You get the MCU. Uh, what? Found footage is your jam. Found footage is good. Um, there's some good found footage films. I highly recommend Exists, which I talked about a while ago. Exists was fucking terrific. Day of the Dead's your favorite Romero. Choke on him. I got to go back and watch Day again. Um, although I will say, um, Zombie 2, you know, the the one. Or just sometimes it's just zombie, but zombie 2. That like I that might be my favorite zombie film. But Dawn of the Dead um is I mean I don't even really see Dawn of the Dead as just a zombie film. I think it's more than that, which is maybe why I don't kind of put them in, even though they are, I don't put them in exactly the same category. If that makes sense. So, oh, you that was a response to his comment. I got you, Grendel. Um, it's guess for biological machines. Burp. Fulci zombie for the win. Fuck yeah. This scene where the girl is getting the thing through her eye. Ouch. Yeah, it is really good. There's almost no legal way of watching Dawn of the Dead other than buying an expensive DVD or VHS. Really? Um, I mean, I know, like, I got Dawn of the Dead on Blu-ray a while back. Is that out of print again? Dawn of the Dead's so good. Mrs. T loves it for the gonk. The so what's happening with Shout Factory? I believe they announced a while back that they were doing the 4K Day of the Dead, but something else is putting it out. I don't know. I haven't been so many companies have just been going all in on the Blu-ray front that I haven't really had a chance to kind of like keep up with it and stuff. So anything going through, yes, Gabre, anything with eyes, I can't deal. Eyes and boogers, no, 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 can't do it. So, anyway, I gotta go because I have to go and I don't know if you can. I have to go roll some dice and see what movies I'm going to be watching um, in the future. But I got to do that, and then I want to go to bed because I got a lot of work I have to do the next few days. So thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you for the donations, you guys. I greatly appreciate it. And I tell you what, unless something happens, I'll be here next weekend or next week. I'll be here next Tuesday. And by then, I should have a Rumble link for you for the folks that would like to join me over there in the future. And hopefully, hopefully some of you will. Hopefully, some of you will come and see me at the Grand Rapids Comic Con. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. Have yourselves a great night and have a good rest of your week and stuff. Thanks, you guys. You're the best. See you soon.